Is Berkshire too late to the Amazon party? Joining us is Brent Thill from Jefferies and Jason Ware from Albion Financial Group. Brent, I mean, when I heard this, it was like, finally. Warren Buffett has been praising Jeff Bezos for years and talking about how much of an oversight it was not to get in early. What do you think about him getting in now with Amazon trading just below $1 trillion and up, I don't know, another 30% so far this year?
You know, there's still 17% upside to our $2,300 price target. We've spelled out a $3,000 price target on 2022 numbers when you look at the sum of the parts across 6 of its businesses. So if you look at the upside between 17 and 50% upside from current levels, we still think there's a lot of room. Yes, he's late, but the party is early, and we think it's underpinned by EBITDA growth that's going to be north of 20%. Margins can go from 6-7% and potentially double. And you still have high teen growth. They put up almost the same growth as Google, and they're twice the growth rate of Google. It's pretty amazing what they're doing at their size and scope. So we are still bullish. And again, we don't believe that investors are late if they're new to the story. Certainly, it's had a great run, but you've got to look forward to what they can actually do. And we think the prospects still look very bright for Amazon.
Jason, that said, 100% of analysts on the street have a buy recommendation on Amazon. And now perhaps the most famous non-tech investor has finally thrown in the towel of not owning the stock and is. I mean, how many new buyers are there left?
I don't know how many new buys there are left as far as the sell side is concerned, but Wilfred, when we bought this stock for clients for the first time back in 2016, 3 years ago, we felt like boneheads for paying up for Amazon at that time. It was trading around $7.50 a share, had a $375 billion market cap, and every analyst on the street at that time had a $1,000 price target, and everyone was bullish. That was the pushback we received across the board when we were late, quote unquote, to getting into Amazon 3 years ago. Fast forward 3 years, and Amazon continues to do what they do well, which is grow their company, dominate their markets, and make key investments in areas that are looking beyond e-commerce and cloud 5 and 10 years down the road, where this company can continue to grow into what is basically the largest store in the world, plus. You know, we have Apple and Disney that are saying with their streaming services, we're TV Plus, we're Disney Plus. Well, this is Amazon Plus. This is the world store plus healthcare, plus video, plus digital advertising, plus transportation and logistics. We like the Bezos story, and we continue to think there's upside from here.
I thought it was interesting, Jason, that in that soundbite that we played with his conversation with Becky, I mean, Buffett really went to great lengths to insist that this wasn't him doing the buying, that this was his deputies. And he's done that before, whether to boost their profile, or maybe he just didn't want it sort of confused with his long-term reputation as an old-school value investor. What did you think of that?
I just think he's being honest. I mean, he's not actively running the Berkshire investment portfolios. We're also long Berkshire for clients, so we know the company quite well. And, you know, he's not in there making those active daily decisions on the portfolio or quarterly decisions or however often they're in there making buy and sell decisions for the portfolio. So I think he's just being honest. And the reality is that it's Ted and Todd's show now as far as the investment performance and the stocks they choose are concerned. And they're looking at Amazon and thinking, well, you know, yeah, okay, maybe we're quote unquote late, but this is still fundamentally a good company. And if we have a long-term time horizon, then paying, you know, $1,900, $2,000 on the stock, we'll look back and be glad we made that investment decision. So I just think Warren's being honest.
Brent, what's your take in terms of the advertising revenue that Amazon is pushing into? There's such high hopes for it. It's high margin. Is the growth disappointing there, or do you think that's just the start of great things to come?
I think it's really early innings. I think, you know, growth rates are going to bounce around, but we think it's super early. Retailers that we talk to continue to say that you'd be crazy not to list on Amazon. There's a lot of retailers that are trying to go direct to consumer, and we think many of the retailers are saying you can lower your cost of acquisition by 10x. So we think it's early. Again, the ecosystem for digital advertising, you know, the advertising industry is going from $700 billion to $1 trillion. Half of that's offline, half of it's online. There's a tailwind for the entire ecosystem. Pinterest, Facebook, you look at the group, it's doing very, very well. Google was the only outlier this quarter with the growth rate. But we think, it's super early, and we have a lot of hopes for that business to come.
Okay, guys, we'll leave it there. Thank you both very much, Brent and Jason.